Hello, I'm Joseph Giunta, the music director and conductor of the Des Moines Symphony, welcoming you to today's DMSO listening room. Our next live stream is on December 17 and has a seasonal theme, Winter Fantasia. I have included music that is associated with the spirit of the holidays. We'll begin with British composer William Boyce's Symphony No. 5, or Overture to Saint Cecilia, written in 1739. Saint Cecilia, the patron saint of music and musicians in the Catholic Church, is celebrated in Italy on her name day, November 22nd, which signifies the beginning of the holiday season. Boyce was the most famous British composer after Henry Purcell, who lived in the 1600s, and before 19th and 20th century composer Edward Elgar. Boyce's style is lighthearted and often celebratory and uplifting. His Fifth Symphony is in 3 short movements, scored for 2 oboes, 2 trumpets, timpani, and strings. The first movement is regal and majestic. The second, a simple and leisurely gavotte. And finally, the finale, a simple minuet. This is the first performance of Boyce's delightful Symphony No. 5 by the Des Moines Symphony. Giuseppe Torelli, an Italian composer that lived from 1658 to 1709. He died 2 years before William Boyce was born, and like so many of his Italian composer colleagues, he was influential in developing the Concerto Grosso, where you have a small group of solo instruments that are then accompanied by a larger orchestra. There were many Italian Baroque composers that wrote Christmas concertos, especially for churches in Venice, at Rome, and Bologna. Torelli lived in Bologna for most of his life and taught at the prestigious Accademia Philharmonica. This piece is in 3 movements, fast, slow, and fast, as most concerto grosses were at that time. This is the first performance of Torelli's Christmas Concerto by the Des Moines Symphony. Next is British composers Edward Elgar's Salute d'Amore. If anyone has ever taken piano lessons, you might have been assigned this piece by your teacher. Elgar first wrote it for piano, and then a few years later scored it for string orchestra and recorded it in 1915, one of the very first recordings ever made. Elgar dedicated the piece to his loving wife Caroline, and he played it on the piano every Christmas Eve for his family. This is the first performance of Elgar's Salute d'Amore by the Des Moines Symphony. Living American composer Michael Torky is no stranger to Des Moines audiences. I have been a fan of Michael's music for more than 30 years. His music is known for its rhythmic vitality and outstanding orchestration. His piece, December, was commissioned by the Des Moines Symphony and given its world premiere by the orchestra on April 1st, 1995, conducted by the composer in the Civic Center. In Michael's own words, he describes the inspiration of the piece from his days growing up in Milwaukee, anticipating the first snowfall of the season, bright-colored parkas worn by children, Christmas lights, and warm meals all contributed to his inspiration. The piece opens with a kind of musical precipitation provided by the strings playing sustained notes that move to other instruments. This morphs to a more tranquil section in a new key depicting the rain changing to snow with a strange stillness everywhere. Johann Sebastian Bach's Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring was composed in 1723 as part of his Cantata No. 147. It's his most popular piece and is often used for wedding ceremonies and heard during festive seasons like Easter and Christmas. This is the first performance of Bach's Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring by the Des Moines Symphony. And finally, British composer Ralph Vaughan Williams' Fantasia on Green Sleeves will conclude this festive program. Vaughan Williams, who lived from 1872 to 1958, once commented that the art of music is the expression of the soul of the nation. And in this setting, he captures the character of English music perfectly. Juan Williams' schoolmates included Leopold Stokowski and Gustav Holst at the Royal Academy. He studied orchestration with Ravel in Paris and had a successful and extraordinary career as a composer. This 4-minute work reminds us of a time long gone, somewhere far away in our distant memory, and leaves us in peace and tranquility. This is the first performance of Vaughan Williams' Greensleeves by the Des Moines Symphony Orchestra. Thanks for tuning in to the DMSO Listening Room. I would like to wish you and your families a very happy holiday season and look forward to all that 2021 will bring. And just a reminder, tune in to our New Year's Eve event on December 31st for lots of fun and surprises. You will find more information on our website, dmsymphony.org. You will also find links to the music I just spoke about. And if more online content interests you, check out our DMSO at Home series, self-produced videos by our musicians from their homes to yours. Thanks for watching.